There's something brewing in Baltimore, and it's bigger than just another strong season. The Ravens aren't just good this year, they're terrifying. Because this isn't the same Ravens team that fizzled out in past postseasons. This 2025 version, it's deeper, meaner, and ready to break the league. The Baltimore Ravens have built the scariest team in the NFL, and they just might destroy everyone this season. Let's be honest, the Ravens have always had talent. They've had MVP Lamar. They've had elite defenses, but something was always missing. The injuries, the letdowns, the heartbreaks. That 2023 AFC Championship loss, brutal. That 2024 early playoff exit, embarrassing. This team got sick of the excuses, sick of coming close, so they made changes. And the crazy part, they didn't do anything special. They retained. They doubled down on Lamar. They extended their core, and they made the kinds of under-the-radar moves that contenders make. But the mentality, that has seemed to change. This team is walking differently. They're talking differently, because now they expect to win, and everyone else feels it. Lamar Jackson has never looked more dangerous. You thought MVP Lamar was scary in 2023? That version was a flash. This season's Lamar Jackson might be even deadlier, and he's got something to prove again. Lamar Jackson with a chip on his shoulder, that's not someone the league wants to mess with. Because even after 2 MVPs, the league still acts like he's a running back, still treats him like a gimmick, still pretends he can't win the big one. And Lamar, he hears all of it. Even though he has proved he can do it all, stand in the pocket, throw with touch and anticipation, and when the play breaks down, he's proven to be the most electric runner the league has ever seen. It's a nightmare equation for opposing teams. You can't blitz him, you can't spy him, and you can't outsmart him. And unlike past seasons, he doesn't have to play hero ball every snap. Because for the first time since he entered the league, Lamar Jackson has a complete team. Forget flashy numbers, forget fantasy points. This Ravens offense hurts you. They run angry, they block with violence, and they'll wear you down before the third quarter. Zay Flowers, he's blossomed into a true wide receiver 1. Route technician, explosive after the catch, and he's Lamar's new best friend on the outside. Mark Andrews, still one of the best tight ends in the game, still uncoverable on third down, still a red zone monster. Derrick Henry, you already know what he does, but the real X factor, the line. The Ravens O-line is a bully unit, physical, nasty, disciplined. They move people off the ball, and they give Lamar time to carve defenses up. You can try to load the box, you can try to press the receivers, but at the end of the day, you're going to get tired, and they're going to keep coming. On the other side of the ball, this defense isn't just good, it's violent. Raquan Smith is the conductor. He diagnoses plays like he knows exactly what's coming. And when he hits you, that's something you will remember for the rest of the game. That number 0 is coming for you. The defensive front, it's terrifying. Baltimore can generate pressure without blitzing, and when they do blitz, it's chaos. New defensive coordinator Zach Orr isn't reinventing the wheel, he's tightening the screws. The Ravens scheme is to disguise coverages, send heat from unexpected angles, and punish QBs for holding the ball. And it's a blueprint for success. This isn't a bend but don't break defense. This is a defense that will flat out break you in half. You don't build a team like this overnight. You build it through scars, the heartbreak in 2023, the disappointment in 2024. This team has felt it all, and now they're done waiting. Veterans know their windows are closing. Young stars like Flowers and Hamilton are already elite. There's no complacency here. Every game feels like a mission, and with every win, they get scarier. The media is still obsessed with the Chiefs, still distracted by the Bengals, still infatuated with Josh Allen and the Bills. But Baltimore, they don't care, because they're not playing for headlines, they're playing for rings. Let's be real, this is the first time in years the Ravens have a fully armed offense. No more duct taping together wide receiver cores. No more Lamar dragging mediocre units to 11 wins. This offense, it's loaded and it's fast. Zay Flowers was already electric, and with another offseason under his belt, his game will be even more refined. Cleaner routes, better timing with Lamar, and most importantly, confidence. Derrick Henry, on the other hand, this guy is literally superhuman. One play and he can change the entire trajectory of the game. But let's talk about their secret weapon, Isaiah Likely. While Mark Andrews gets more of the attention, Likely has become a nightmare mismatch against linebackers. He's big, he's agile, and somehow always open in the red zone. This isn't the 2019 Ravens that lived off read options and Lamar improvisation. This 2025 squad has real depth, real targets. And when they go 5 wide, there's not a single safe matchup for a defense. You either blitz Lamar and risk him slicing you with a slant to Flowers, or you drop back and pray he doesn't break the pocket for 25 yards. And the scariest part, we didn't even see their true potential last year. Let's talk more about Roquan Smith. He's the engine of the defense, the alpha, the heartbeat, the guy who sets the tone from snap one. He's not just racking up tackles, he's erasing entire game plans. You try to run it, stuffed. Try the middle of the field, not a chance. Try to audible and confuse him, good luck. He's already in your playbook. And then there's Kyle Hamilton, the most versatile safety in football. He's a tight end eraser, a blitzer, a center fielder. Whatever the play calls for, he delivers. But what really makes this defense terrifying is their ability to rotate fresh bodies in the front 7. Justin Madubuike is a monster coming off a career-best season. He's now getting consistent double teams and still generating pressure. They don't need to blitz to get home. They choose to blitz, creating chaos and making their opponents crumble. If you're a quarterback trying to win in the AFC playoffs, facing this Ravens defense is nightmare fuel. You can have the flashiest players, you can have the trendiest schemes, but when it comes to the playoffs, when it comes down to January football, experience matters, and the Ravens have exactly that running the show. John Harbaugh has weathered more seasons than almost any coach in the league, and somehow he's still adapting. In 2025, he's not running some outdated conservative operation. He's letting his coordinators cook. The offense has evolved. More motion, more tempo, smarter spacing. And on defense, the Ravens aren't just lining up and hoping. They're disguising coverages, shifting late, forcing quarterbacks to think. And that's when they make their move. Harbaugh's teams don't beat themselves. They grind you. They wait for you to blink, and then they pounce. When January hits and the game slows down, it's not the most exciting coach who survives. It's the one who knows exactly how to make the game miserable for his opponent. And Harbaugh, he's built the most miserable matchup in football. Here's the truth. This Ravens team might not be the flashiest. They might not go viral like Mahomes. They might not dance like Tyreek or trash talk like the 49ers. But if you actually had to suit up and play someone in the playoffs, you'd beg to avoid Baltimore. They don't just beat you, they wear you out. Offensively, they'll possess the ball for 8 minutes and turn a field goal drive into psychological warfare. Defensively, they'll hold your best player to 3 catches and make you question your play calling by halftime. They don't have to blow teams out, they just need 3 quarters to choke the life out of the game. And by the time you realize what's happening, it's too late. There's no question this team is talented. There's no question they're built to win. But make no mistake, the window is right now. Lamar is in his prime. Roquan is peaking. The rookies are cheap. The defense is stacked. This isn't a 5-year plan. This is about 2026 or 2027. It's about this year. Because in the NFL, nothing is guaranteed. Not health, not consistency, not windows. This Ravens roster, this chemistry, this balance between young talent and veteran leadership, it won't last forever. If they're going to do it, if they're going to bring a Super Bowl back to Baltimore, this is the year. And the rest of the league, they know it. This team was built in the shadows, forged by playoff losses, strengthened by doubt. And now they're the nightmare standing between the AFC and the Super Bowl. This 2025 Ravens team is scary, not because of hype, but because of truth. They don't need to talk, they just need to show up. Because when they do, they remind everyone exactly what Ravens football is all about. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more NFL content.